bench pressing. There's a lot of different ways we could go with this, but I'm going to try to make this as efficient as possible and go through the big main steps to make sure our bench is as optimal as possible for what our goals are. Okay, so first and foremost, I want my feet underneath my hips here. So as I'm going through in this position, I want to make sure my feet aren't out here to the side. They're tucked in, ready to drive. Okay, my hand position. Typically, I start people a thumb lengths away from where the knurling stops, but your bar might be different. A lot of times, I go like a thumb lengths or a pinky lengths in from the rings. Okay, typically going wider than that is too wide for most people, and typically going in here is more of a close grip. So from this position, I'm going to drive the bar up, and before I even start that, I want to make sure my scaps are tight back behind me so they're not moving when I'm pressing. Okay, from this position, I want to make sure that that I can keep that tension in my scaps when I lift the bar up. If I have to like really shrug there, I probably went too far. When I go down to touch my chest, I control it, whatever tempo it is, wrapping my thumbs around it. I control that tempo down. I touch right at my sternum, bottom of my sternum there, right about nipple line. For women, it's usually about the bottom of the sports bra, and then we drive straight back up. When I'm doing this motion, elbows are staying underneath my wrists. My knuckles are staying kind of pointing to the ceiling. They're not, my wrists aren't bending back here. That's not as optimal for power production. I'm going to keep them as fixed as possible. I'm pulling the bar down, trying to break the bar in my hands, and then driving right back up. When I rack it, I push it as far as I can back. That's very important. Don't try to spot it here, because you will miss one day and it will cause pain. Try to get back as far as you possibly can there and then get it down. I always say, if we at all possibly can, 97% of the time, have a spotter. If you do not have a spotter, do not use clamps on the bar, because then if you miss and the bar comes down to your chest, you can simply dump the weight and tilt it side to side to make sure you're not sitting there with 135 pounds on your chest, or hopefully something heavier, right? Make sure you have a lot of tension. As always, with any single lift we do, we're getting down to that same point every single time. Elbows at 45 degrees, not here, just tucked in right. So in between, driving back up as powerful as possible. Try to break the bar when you go up. Again, constant tension, good stretching the pecs, driving up as quick as possible.